Vaughn, you got a problem with Logan 16 being in here?
Yes, I do. He's one of my haters.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, Logan's one of my haters, man.
All right.
Logan and Big C, they're two of my haters.
Check core temperature. Yes/no. Yes.
Atheism has beginning. Absolutely, it has a beginning. It was started out by Karl Marx. And Karl Marx, because, everybody says, oh, well, Karl Marx was spreading communism. Yeah, but he also spread atheism. Unless, of course, you think the Bolsheviks were good Christian boys. No, they were atheists. Okay, so what happens is Rothschild gives a big fat check to Karl Marx and says, here you go, Karl, go out and spread atheism and communism all over the world. Okay, so not only is atheism a construct, but it's backed by the elite, the New World Order. It is literally backed by Rothschild, Rockefeller, Morgan, Carnegie, Warburg, Vanderbilt, and the others. I forget the rest of them right off the top of my head. But anyway, there's 13 core families that make up the New World Order, that make up the Illuminati, the Bilderberg Group, whatever you want to call it. And they are definitely behind atheism 150%. No doubt about it. Because Rothschild gave that check to Karl Marx, said, here you go, Karl, spread atheism, communism all over the world. Okay, that's a fact. That's not, nobody can get in here and dispute that fact. It's an absolute historical fact. So yes, atheism would have died on the vine a long time ago if it hadn't been for the elite, for the New World Order. If it hadn't been for them, atheism wouldn't even be around today. I absolutely believe it. Well, there's a lot of speculation out there that supposedly the Vatican created Islam and they created atheism and the Jesuits created. I don't know if there's any truth or validity to any of that, but what I do know that I can actually go and show you for a fact is that Karl Marx was given a big fat check from Rothschild and said, here you go, Karl, go spread atheism and communism all over the world. And that's exactly what Karl Marx did, too. So, that I know for a fact. That is something that nobody can dispute. This stuff about the Jesuits and the Vatican and stuff, that I don't have any solid information on that yet. Hopefully I will be. But yeah. Jesus' Lord says, financially backed by oligarchs. Yeah, well, of course, yeah. Because the elite families want atheism. They want human. Listen, whether you're a Christian, a pagan, a Jew, doesn't matter in the scheme of things in regards to what these elites are, okay? Because the elites want to keep us spiritually weak. All right? Why? Because they know stuff that you and I aren't privy to. There is information out there that you and I are not privy to. And some people believe it's buried in the Vatican's vaults. Some people believe it's under the paw of the Sphinx. I don't know where it is, but I suspect that there is information somewhere that we are just not privy to, and that they are privy to, and that we need to understand that. Well, for example, there's not one elitist that's an atheist. Not one. Not one. Not a Rockefeller, not a Rothschild, not a Morgan, Carnegie, Warburg, Vanderbilt. None of the elites are an atheist. Not one. That right there should be your first clue that atheism has something wrong with it.
Okay, are you an atheist, Red Fang? You're an atheist, right?
Yes, I'm an atheist.
Okay, so how much religious freedom should religious people have in America, according to your politics?
They should be good.
They can believe whatever they want to believe as long as it stays outside of the government and that stuff.
That's a lie.
Not lie.
You want a Marxist communist?
I am telling you.
Red Fang, I already know that's a lie. You think I can go out here and hold a Sam Hain out in public park? No, I can't. You know why? Because you guys passed that legislation.
You just got paid.
No. Red Fang. I know this for a fact, bro, because I tried to hold a Sam Hain in a public park. Can't do it. Because a bunch of atheists went to the government and whined and cried like little 2-year-olds. Oh, mommy and daddy government, please protect me from those evil thieves.
street preachers.
What a load of crap, man.
Street
What a load of
preachers
crap.
all around.
Okay,
No,
okay,
I
all
can't
right,
hold
all
a Samhain in a public park today because of you atheists. Period.
Street preachers.
The Christians didn't do it. The Jews didn't do it. Not even the Muslims complained. No, it was the atheists that whined and cried that I or any other pagan wanted to hold a Samhain in a public park. Oh my God, you can't do it. Can't do it. Can't
Well,
do
you
it.
guys expect
It's
you're
evil.
going to
It's evil. It's evil. You can't do it.
as long as you keep it out of politics and out of public schools. That is the law of the land. Separation of church and state is
Separation of church and
Why-
state is a lie. Separation of church and state was mentioned in a letter from Jefferson to the Danbury Baptists, but there is absolutely no law. No law. I can't go outside my house and hold a Samhain. I can't go outside and practice any type of
you
paganism.
can.
I get
You
arrested
can
immediately.
go pay
Especially in
the
city limits.
rental fee of the land, and you can hold one. It's not
Red Fang.
hard.
Red Fang, listen
Okay.
to this. I want to make this abundantly clear, okay? Atheists push this separation of church and state thing because it's really all they've got. Honey, I need to talk. Let me talk. Okay, go. Besides, you need to go to bed anyway. Go to bed. You got to go to school. Come on. Anyway, the atheists try to push this separation of church and state, but it doesn't exist. The term separation of church and state is not a law. It was a message.
I love you.
I love you too. Thank you. Now, please let go of me and go to bed. Let go of me and go to bed. Anyway,
Let's take care of your daughter first, and then come back. And
she, hang on. Yeah, hang on a second.
yeah, take care of your daughter first.
Okay, so go ahead.
All right. Anyway, like I was saying, separation of church and state is not a law. Where they get the term separation of church and state from is from a letter that Jefferson wrote to the Danbury Baptists, warning them of a future separation of church and state that may come in the future. That's where they're getting this from. They're not. There is no law about separating church. I mean, the very first thing
wanted separation.
The very first thing that George Washington did when he accepted the presidency of the United States is he knelt down and did what? Oh, he prayed. Okay, separation of church and state might rear end. And not only that, but Continental Congress used to open their sessions with a prayer every single day.
Did he do that, Vaughn?
No, you're trying to say that the government cannot sponsor a religion, which is totally wrong, because government back during the days of the founding father sponsored Christianity and paganism all the time. They did it all the time. It was not, there is no such thing as separation of church and state. The Christians were praying, the Jews were praying, the pagans were praying, the Indians were praying. Everybody was praying all over the place. You're a liar, sir. You're a liar. You are twisting history, and I can't stand it when somebody twists history. I can't stand that. Because I grew up with history. I love history, especially American history.
One church out of government. There are several letters notifying, saying that the presidents did not want church in government.
There's only one document.
No, there's
one. Excuse me, Red Fang. I am the amateur historian here, not you. There is only one document. One document, Red Fang. There's only one document that does not speak about religion. And that document is the Treaty of Tripoli, where we had to come to a meeting with the Muslims over spices. We needed spices to keep our food fresh, so we had to deal with the Muslims. So we lied, we embellished, and said, yeah, we're a secular nation. That's the only document, though, that we said that to, and we did it because we needed those spices from the Muslims. Other than that, there is no document. In fact, every document put out by the founding fathers in the year of our Lord, 1776. Well, who is that? Lord, what are you talking? Little Lord Fauntleroy? Is that what they're talking about? Hey, Red Fang, listen, you'll get an education. No, because you don't know history. You don't know history.
All right.
No, you're trying to twist history.
Hold on.
I know you.
Every document by the founder said, in the year of our Lord, big letterhead. Okay, Lord who? In the year of our Lord, 1776. What does that mean, Red Fang? Every document that the founding fathers wrote had in the year of our Lord in big letters over top of it. There's only one document, the Treaty of Tripoli, where it does not say that. And like I said, the Muslims did not want to trade
The
with Christians.
founding fathers.
So we called ourselves a
did not
secular nation
church
for the
Okay,
benefit
in-
of trading with Muslims. That was it.
Vaughn, let's hear from Red Fang. I want to give Red Fang a chance to respond. Go ahead, Red Fang.
Okay. There are several church. The separation of church and state is a law. That's why there's no prayer in school. That's why there's none of that. That's why you can't have a whole bunch of Christian stuff in the church in school, because we are built around having several religions in this country. We are not a Christian nation. We are not a Muslim nation. We are none of that stuff.
One of the bedrock foundations of this nation is religious freedom. Well, you can't have religious freedom in a secular society because secular society says that religion, it doesn't exist, that it's not real. So every secular society that's ever been in history has always abolished religion. Why? Because secular society doesn't believe religion exists.
Hold on, let me tell you this. The American money was the God we trust was put in war.
Yes, and do you know why? Because of
Yes.
people like you? No, it was put on there because of people like you.
People like me, what the
Because
fuck?
people like you were sitting there telling everybody that we were a secular nation. That's why we had to put the God on the money, and so that people would know.
No,
No,
it was
we're
to
not a
scare
secular
people
nation.
from
We've
the
never been a
Red
secular nation.
Scare. That's why. It was because of the Red Scare.
Red Fang. When the Muslims declared a fatwa against us, why did they declare a fatwa against the United States? Did they declare it on us because we were a secular nation? Huh?
What the fuck are you talking about?
In 1776, the Muslims declared a fatwa against the United States. They declared war on us.
6, we were in.
Do you know why? Do you know why they did it?
Are you sure you're not thinking of the British?
No, I'm not thinking of the British. The Muslims put a fatwa. The Muslims.
When we
Listen,
claimed independence.
listen to me. Listen to me. The Muslims put a fatwa on the United States in 1776. Do you know why? Do you know why?
I've never even heard of this.
What was the Muslims'
What are you
reasoning?
talking about?
What was the Muslims' reasoning for putting a fatwa on the United States? What was their reasoning behind it?
A fat wad? What the hell are you talking about?
Okay,
Fat
all right.
wad?
You have absolutely no clue what the heck I'm talking about. Okay, let me help you out.
No, you're talking complete gibberish.
Let me help you out here. Let me help you out here. Okay, in 1776, Islam put a fatwa on the United States. They declared war on us.
What
Okay.
is
In fact,
fat wad?
would you please hush?
What is
I'm going to
fat
try and help
wad,
you here.
Vaughn?
I'm trying to help you if you'll be quiet. Please, let me help you. Okay.
Well, it's hard to understand your toothless talk.
You're not. You're still talking and not listening. See, and you're not going to learn anything if you're talking. The reason.
Well, when I ask you to tell me what a fat
I'm trying to get
wad
to that.
is,
If you'll hush, I'll tell you everything. But you got to hush, man. You got to listen. All right. Now listen. Here's the deal. In 1776, Islam declared war against the United States. They put a fatwa on us. They put a jihad on us, if you will. All right. Why did Islam do that? Islam did that because, quote, we were a Christian nation, unquote. They didn't do it because we were a secular nation. Sorry, that's not why they did it. They did it because we were a Christian nation. That's why they did it. Then, what did Jefferson do in response? Oh, Jefferson created the U.S. Marines, and the U.S. Marines boarded our ships, went to Tripoli, kicked the Muslims a new a-hole, got our sailors back, and brought them back home. And that is why the U.S. Marines, to this very day, sing from the halls of Montezuma to what? Oh, the shores of Tripoli. Why? Because they went to the Islamists and they kicked their tail and they got our sailors back because Muslims were hoarding. They were enslaving our sailors. Okay, the Muslims were enslaving our sailors. They were literally capturing our sailors and holding them for ransom. They were at war with us, and Islam to this day is still at war with us, which a lot of people don't know. That fatwa placed on us by Islam in 1776 that hasn't been rescinded. No Muslim. Give me the name of one Muslim cleric, imam, Ayatollah that's ever rescinded that fatwa. No, they never have. We are still at war with Islam, and not radical Islam either. Just Islam, period. Just Islam. Okay, this radical and moderate thing, that's not in the Quran. That's all created by the media. But anyway, but yeah, they declared war on us because we were a Christian nation. And because we were a Christian nation, that allows for all the religions to have freedom of religion. Okay, you get it? That's why it exists. And freedom of religion is the absolute bedrock of this nation. It is why I'm proud to be a pagan and be an American at the same time. There is no other nation on earth where I, as a pagan, can be proud to live there. You know why? Because pagans are persecuted everywhere they go, except one country, America. Okay, that's why I am a very proud American, and that's why I will always be a very proud American, because America was founded on religious freedom. Period. End of story.
So Vaughn, you're completely wrong. They put a fatwa on us because we were still considered a part of the British Christian Empire, and we created the Treaty of Tripoli in 1793, which declared that the United States was always and forever a secular nation, and the fatwa was actually rescinded.
David, what school did you go to?
West Point, the United States Military Academy.
Okay, great. So tell me this. If our country started off as being a secular nation, then that means our government was started by atheists, right?
Our government was started by deists at the time. Some of them may be atheists, but atheism wasn't really a thing at that point in time. But deists, Christians, and
there's speculation that they might have been deists. Tell the story correctly.
What? No, they were no.
That they might have been deists.
Thomas Paine was a deist. You cannot say
Thomas Paine in his book The Glory of God says that he wasn't.
When was prayer banned in school? Public prayer banned in school. When was it banned?
It's never been banned in school. It's been banned.
What?
It's been okay. Are you gonna let me speak?
I know.
Are you gonna let me speak?
People that were suspended.
Are you gonna let me
carrying a Bible to school, let alone pray?
You're bullshitting, Vaughn. You're fucking bullshitting because it's not illegal to pray in school. It's
so
illegal. It's illegal for a teacher to lead prayer.
Order. Please tell me what the New World Order is.
New World Order, Bilderberg. The New World Order. The idea of the New World Order is that it would be a cashless and borderless society. There would be no countries anymore. It would be a one world government, a one world cash, one world religion, one world everything. It would all be
100% sexual freedom.
Yeah, it would all be secularist. Everything would come out of Brussels. It would all be centralized into a government entity, a global entity, as opposed to individual freedom, individual liberty, sovereignty of nations. That's all being abolished. And there's a lot of us out there that are not cool with that, man. So
I've been listening the entire time, and I've been hearing people get censored, muted, people getting talked over.
Because unlike you, Drag, we don't allow people to disrupt the damn chat. Wow, what a shock. You said out of your own mouth yesterday, Drag, to me in chat, oh, I don't care if somebody comes in and disrupts the whole daggone thing. Okay, Drag, let me help you out, because this is stuff you can actually look up and verify. All right, there's this thing out there called political ambrosia. You can put that in a Google search. And when you put it in a Google search, what you're going to find is that your politicos, your Hollywood types, all of these people that are out there making billions and billions of dollars, they're drinking babies' blood and eating babies' flesh because they have been told, or they believe, that it will somehow prolong their lives or make them get a youthful appearance. Okay, this is documented. This is absolute truth. It's out there. You can look it up. You don't have to take my word for it. Then there's this thing called spirit cooking, which, I mean, even just watching a video on it should give you the heebie-jeebies. Because, I mean, it's these get-togethers where, they may not necessarily be eating real flesh, but they're eating what looks like a human being on the table. Now some say, oh, it's actually a cake. Okay, fine, but it still looks like a human in every respect. I mean, it's even got genitalia, for crying out loud. And this is called spirit cooking. You can look that up as well. You know, these are what your government types, your Hollywood types, your ultra rich elitists, that's what they're into, Drag. And this is all documented and it's all coming out. In fact, here recently, it's all been coming out like crazy because I believe my gods are exposing all this evil. But that's neither here nor there. The point is that it's coming out. It's easy to look up and find out. And
Epstein stuff
and
too.
and this is stuff that the most atheists that I've talked with even say, oh yeah, it's okay, man, no big deal, so what, you know. I've talked to atheists who said that, said, yeah, man, it's no big deal, who cares, you know. And well, it is a big deal, man. It is a big deal. This stuff is evil, it is creepy, it is there's so many words for it I can't even begin. I mean,